Welcome back to the 2025 Canada Summer Games. We bring you our enhanced coverage from Canoe Kayak here today. The first time that we have brought you this throughout the games. The 2025 Canada Games also mark the inception of canoe kayak racing in Newfoundland and Labrador, and we are set and ready to go. Luke Much joined by Robbie Doherty here for what is bound to be a great day of sport once again in St. John's. Robbie, got to say that all these athletes are excited and ready to go.
Certainly are, Luke, and the atmosphere is electric. You and I here bright and early this morning getting the lay of the land, checking out the athletes and seeing how they prep for a big event like this. As you mentioned, it's back, and it's a big one. They are excited. Kitty Vitty Lake, the host this morning, certainly a scenic place to be in the country. And we're going to have two heats to kick things off in the women's 200 meters. Saskatchewan, Ali Krunick. New Brunswick, Grace Nobbs. Ontario, Kate Osborne. Kaylin C., BC, and Emily Vaders from Nova Scotia in the 5 lanes. It's going to be very, very, very good stuff. Exciting, as you see. They're starting to kick things off here at the Royal St. John's Regatta Boathouse.
Yeah, as we get set for our first qualifier of the day, a bunch of races today. This is the first of 2 heats for the Canoe Kayak K1 200-meter women's event, and we are almost set to go here. Robbie, a great day for it as well. Now, something to notice, the wind. You can see the water pushing these girls back here early on.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's been a windy week here in St. John's. The breeze has certainly been a factor in every sport we've covered thus far. There's a nice shot by our Cujo Entertainment team as they get set to kick off here for the first heat.
Absolutely, and we've talked about it, to your point, throughout all the sports that we've done pretty much. Softball, volleyball, now canoe kayak, very much a factor. As you can see, just about set to line up. And almost time to go here, aiming for an 8 o'clock local start time for this first race, and a great way to kick off our day here of canoe kayak coverage.
Oh, just about ready to go. The flat water. K1 200 meters. Trying to qualify, move on. Medal rounds approaching.
Absolutely, and so many flag bearers here in this event during our opening ceremonies. Athletes in canoe kayak. We're going to see one in our next heat with Johnny Newman from Team Alberta. Canoe kayak athletes carrying a high reputation around here, and we are off quickly here in the women's canoe kayak K1 200 meters.
Looks like a false start. We're going to try that again.
Absolutely. Might have jumped the gun there.
Saskatchewan in lane 1. Nova Scotia, lane 2. We're going to get things started. There you can see the tide, Luke, just really bringing them back.
Playing a factor today, there's no doubt about that. Absolutely not.
There's Grace Nobbs from New Brunswick in lane 3.
Yeah, as we can hear our PA announcer asking everybody to get back and into the starting positions again. So a false start here to kick things off. But we'll get an opportunity to reset and to go again. Yeah, it's a busy day here today, Robbie. Around 48 races, I do believe.
Certainly is. We're going to have all the action all day. So if you're a canoe kayak fan, it's a good day to sit back, take this in wherever you are, coast to coast.
No doubt about that. As again, enhanced coverage of this today and tomorrow in French and English. Look at the current here just being pushed back. Definitely going to play a factor here in some of these times.
So lining up, we'll try this again.
Yeah, it looks like they're almost set here and ready to go. There we go, and now we are off. A clean start in lane 4. As quickly now, it's going to be Nova Scotia trying to push up again, and a great start here, Robbie. A competitive start between these ladies.
Emily Vader is looking to go to the front right away. BC sitting in second. Saskatchewan trying to gain ground on Emily Vaders of Nova Scotia.
Yeah, really strong start here as they reach around the halfway point, closing in towards the finish line now.
Great athleticism from Nova Scotia and Emily Vaders, and there's a great shot by our crew. As on the outside, Ontario trying to make a dash for the end. Looks like they may have taken the lead thus far. It's going to be BC and Nova Scotia. Looks like Nova Scotia able to lock up second in this opening heat. BC third. And Saskatchewan fourth, with New Brunswick finishing it off. Kate Osborne certainly turning it on at the end.
Well, a great start here to our coverage, but you were right. It looked like Kate Osborne got the job done for Team Ontario. As a good start for Team O, and of course, Ali Trunnick as well for Team Saskatchewan, finishing in the top 3 with Emily Vaders from Nova Scotia. As our first women's canoe kayak K1 200 meters wrapped up. And that will get us set for our second heat.
Well, so much on the line here in these heats. You can see the focus in all these athletes' faces. Great shot of Kitty Vitty Lake, the host site of these canoe kayak heats.
Absolutely a great venue. As we have Bianca Batten, Lucy Grandy, Nora Hansen, Johnny Newman, and Alina DeVry in our second heat. Looks like we're almost set.
Trying to make sure everyone lined up. And heat number 2 underway.
A great start here in lane 2 for Lucy Grandy.
Trying to keep it moving is Grandy.
There's back and forth action here. Really a 4-horse race still in our second heat.
Breaking through Grandy. Led from the start, trying to keep that momentum going. Johnny Newman trying to gain ground as well.
Yeah, this one is going to be close, Robbie. We'll have to wait and see.
Great strength being shown.
Coming down to the line. Wow, that was close there. Looked like lane 2 won that one. Does a great job, whether that's Alina Tevry or not yet to be determined here, as it looks like Team Quebec.
I believe so.
A strong race there by Alina Tevry.
Alina Tevry certainly started off in the lead, kept that going. Great strength, great effort here in the 200-meter women's flat water. With the men's coming up.
Absolutely a strong start here. Now off to the men's. I'm looking for an 8:10 local start time here. Is this just a 4-person race? We have Jeffrey Sun from Team British Columbia. Marlo Newham-Boyd, Justin Boyko, and Elliot Aronaktovich from Team Quebec to round off our 4 athletes here.
Our first look at Canoe as they approach the starting line.
It'll be interesting to see here how the men do. Obviously, we saw the women deal with it a little bit with the strong winds pushing back. So we will wait and see. Still looking to get set up here. Still a few minutes away from our start time as well. As all 4 of these athletes helping to bring the inception of Canoe Kayak to Newfoundland and Labrador. As looks like all 4 athletes approaching the starting box here.
Yes.
As once again, almost set here for our 8:10 qualifier.
Justin Boyko, Marlo Newman-Boyd, and Jeffrey Sun.
This is C1 men's 200-meter kayak. Right, Curtis?
Yeah, Quebec, Alberta, Yukon, BC. Our 4 provinces and territories competing here.
So here we go, 4 lanes. Quebec, Alberta, Northwest Territories, BC. Here in the Canoe, 200 meters. And off to a good start once again. Alberta in lane 2, trying to push forward.
Wow, really strong start here. Looks like Quebec doing a good job as well as Arntovich with a strong start for Team QC. BC starting to strike back as well here, Robbie.
Certainly are, but a big effort. There's Team BC in lane 2. Trying to hold that lead, feeling some pressure from Quebec and Alberta.
Yeah, this one coming down to the wire here.
Certainly going to be a race to the finish.
Wow, as I believe Team Quebec will step away with that one, as Elliot Aronaktovich with a great effort able to get the win for Team Quebec in lane 3. Very strong effort there from one of their bright young athletes. As Quebec off to a strong start here in Canoe Kayak, winning 2 out of our 3 heats so far. Going all out there from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. So that will bring up our second heat as Wesley Bartlett will step in. He will be joined by Eric Chouinard, Alexander Saramac, and Dominic Tarasov. As Heat 2 for this scheduled at 8:15 local time. A few minutes to pass here before we get back underway. But a strong start here. As you can see, our athletes getting ready to step up here. Tarasov representing Saskatchewan. Saramac representing Manitoba. Chouinard representing Team Nova Scotia. And Wesley Bartlett representing Ontario. Going to be Manitoba in lane 1, Ontario in lane 2, Saskatchewan in lane 3, and Nova Scotia in lane 4. That is definitely a busy day here at the 2025 Canada Summer Games. 48 races, I believe. As our 4 athletes get lined up. Almost set here for our second heat of the Canoe 200-meter kayak.
Est-ce qu'il y a une guerre psychologique sur un départ?
As we are off for our men's C1 200-meter kayak. Quickly now off to a good start. It's going to be Team Nova Scotia and Team Ontario, but a late charge here by Manitoba, making it a 3-horse race as Saskatchewan falling a bit behind, saving energy for the final stretch. But a strong start here, Robbie, as Alexander Saramac out to the early lead.
Yeah, out for the early lead is right. Manitoba led from the start, trying to hold on to it, feeling pressure from Bartlett from Ontario.
Look at
but
Nova
on the
Scotia.
Outside, Nova Scotia, big charge. Not out to the front right away early on, but made up some ground. It looks like it's going to be Nova Scotia in lane 4.
Wow.
And we'll finish. So what a race that was. A great start for Manitoba. Took a big lead, Luke, but early on, but then it was Nova Scotia battling back to secure the heat.
Yeah, Chouinard really turning on the jets there for Team Nova Scotia. Doing a great job, especially in that second half, able to get out and ahead of everybody else and finish in first place to win the men's C100 200-meter kayak heat race. Up next, our C2 200-meter women's, as we will have Manitoba, Nova Scotia, and Ontario in our first heat coming up at 8:20. Local time just around 4 minutes away here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
back to the start line here. Women's C2 200-meter first heat will get underway in a minute. So avec 3 minutes à faire, nous retournons à la ligne de départ pour la course du femmes C2 200 mètres. In lane 1 from Nova Scotia, Cousins and McKenzie. In lane 2 from Manitoba, Grover and Wintony. And in lane 3 from Team Ontario, Haynes and Mule. 3 minutes to start here in this C2 200-meter heat.
As welcome back, we are almost set for our women's canoe kayak C 200 meter event. As once again we have Manitoba in lane 2, Nova Scotia in lane 1, and Ontario in lane 3, and we are off on a false start here, and we are going to have to reset. So it looks like these three teams will have to turn around and regroup and meet up to go again here from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Certainly a beautiful day here in St. John's, Luke. A great day for this event on Kitty Vitty Lake, one of the most scenic parts in this beautiful provincial capital that is St. John's.
Absolutely, and a great view here.
The first look at the two-person here today on the canoe. What a sport for those just tuning in. Certainly requires not only athleticism, Luke, but great communication. There's only two people on that canoe at the same time trying to work in sync.
Absolutely. And we'll see who gets the better out of this first heat race. As looks like we are approaching the starting line here for all three teams. So we are getting reset here. There's a good look at Team Manitoba. So we mentioned in the second lane. Nova Scotia in 1, Ontario in 3.
So after a false start, we're going to try this again. Nova Scotia in lane 1, Manitoba in lane 2, Ontario lane 3, 200 meters, two-person kayak in the women's side.
All teams approaching the starters box here, getting ready to go. Waiting the horn. And we are underway. No false starts this time, Robbie. Team Nova Scotia getting off to a strong start, but now here's Ontario on the counteract. Manitoba hanging in there as well, as now Nova Scotia trying to pull away here early on.
We saw that in our last heat as well. Nova Scotia trailed out of the gates, but here they go, really turning it on. A great look at them in lane 1. Pulling ahead even further, Manitoba and Alberta trying to gain ground midway through this race. Nova Scotia, though, certainly in sync.
Yeah, now let's just see if they can keep it up. But Ontario, look at them in lane 3 with a late charge down. On the far side in red, Team Ontario. And they are going to take it on a great effort there from Team O. Nova Scotia quickly behind them in second. Manitoba right there as well. It looked like it was a 3-horse race, Robbie, but at the end of the day, Ontario will take it.
Certainly will, and a great effort from Ontario. Looked like midway through, Nova Scotia had a certainly impressive lead and no quit in Ontario. They kept going, kept working at it, and able to gain a lot of ground and cross first here in this 2-person women's canoe 200-meter heat.
Absolutely, as we get set for our second heat, Alberta, BC, Quebec, and Saskatchewan will face off here in a few moments' time as we get set for Heat 2 of the Women's Canoe Kayak C2 200 meters. Welcome back again as we get set for our second heat, C2 200 meter for the women's.
Quebec starting in lane 2, Alberta lane 3, BC in lane 4, Saskatchewan in lane 5.
This is going to shape up to be a great heat race, I would say, Robbie. These 4 teams all so strong.
Sur la ligne de départ, l'Alberta, la Colombie-Britannique, le Québec qui est dans le 3 et la Saskatchewan. Là, tu peux nous en parler un petit peu.
Here you see another look at the current going against them.
It is just gusting back. You're almost set to go. I mean, the wind is just gusting out there. And it looks like we are off again as quickly out and ahead it's going to be Team QC.
Quebec trying to pull away early. Right behind them, Alberta trying to gain ground. Great strength from Alberta and determination. Out in the outside, BC not letting them get away, but still right in lane 2, it's Quebec trying to turn it on, increase that lead.
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job here, but look at the other team starting to catch them. Alberta quickly now trying to make one last dash here for it, as is Team BC.
Great effort here from Leeler and Charlesworth of British Columbia in lane 4, trying to hold that lead. It's going to be given up to Quebec. Quebec in lane 2, looking towards that finish, trying to turn it on, maintain that lead, and here comes in the middle Team BC. Close finish.
That was tight. It was Quebec or, I believe, Alberta. That was in the race for it there. That one coming down to the wire.
Looked like it might have been Quebec holding on to it in lane 2. We'll wait for official results.
I would say so. Team Quebec looking very strong there in our second heat of the C2 200-meter women's kayak. Canoe kayak, excuse me. It was a great job, definitely, by all 4 teams there. Great start here to Canoe Kayak. This looks like now we're getting set for the K2 200 meter men's qualification heat.
Mais c'est pour ça que t'es là. C'est pour ça que t'es là. Vous allez. Mais est-ce que dans vos compétitions, vous avez du paracanoë, parakayak?
And with that, only a few moments away in our first qualification, Alberta, Manitoba, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Saskatchewan.
Yeah, in the lane order. Lane 1, Team Nova Scotia. Lane 2, Team Manitoba. Saskatchewan in lane 3. Alberta in lane 4. And Team New Brunswick on the outside in lane 5. Haven't seen Manitoba to the line yet.
Either way, only moments away from our men's canoe kayak K2 200 meter event. Still Manitoba awaiting here at the starting line.
Here they come, Manitoba getting to the line. Saskatchewan in lane 3. All teams know what's on the line, trying to break through this heat. New Brunswick on the outside. There we go, taking a long look. The mental focus involved in this sport is certainly something you want to focus on. Staying in the moment. 200 meters, not a lot of time to make up ground, so they really want to make sure they get off to the big start. And there's a great look at New Brunswick. McDonald and Martinez on the outside. Certainly want to make sure they get off to the best start they can. That's been so important thus far here today.
Absolutely. You have to kind of make sure to pinpoint your time when you want to start to make a push. And right now it almost seems like the teams who start the push in the second half of the race have gotten off to the better starts. To the better finishes, excuse me. There's only moments away now. And we are underway quickly now. Pretty even race off the hop with Alberta taking a quick lead. Now back in the other way is Team Nova Scotia.
Great speed by Nova Scotia, setting the tone early. There you see totally in sync, great power from the Blue Nosers in lane 1, but making up ground. Lane 4, Team Alberta showing great speed. Trying to catch up. Manitoba sitting second in lane 2. Pulling ahead in lane 4, Alberta. What a great burst from them. Zoning in on that finish line. It looks like they're pulling away, but Nova Scotia trying to gain ground in a hurry. It looks like it's Alberta to take it. Nova Scotia coming in second, but a great race.
Absolutely. That was a close race there, but a great job by both of those teams. Alberta looking like they got the win there. Definitely the smiles on their faces looking like it. As Team AB with a win here as we get set for our second heat of the men's canoe kayak K2 200 meter with Team British Columbia, Ontario, PEI, Quebec, and Yukon coming up in just a few moments.
So heat number 2 coming up here in the 2-person men's kayak from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Lane placements on the inside in lane 1, Team Yukon. Lane 2, Team British Columbia. Team Ontario in the middle. In lane 3, Team Quebec, lane 4. And on the outside, Team Prince Edward Island in lane 5.
Yeah, Robbie, Quebec has been so strong here throughout our first couple of races. We will see if they can keep it up here. As strong in the canoe kayak department here so far, but they got 4 tough opponents in this heat qualifier. No doubt about that.
There you see Quebec. Lane 4. Just between Ontario and Yukon. We saw a great race earlier on. We're learning it's important to get a good start, but also you don't want to go too hard early, as we've seen a lot of comebacks midway through the race.
Absolutely, a lot of teams just finding a speed burst towards the second half. And we will see if anyone does that here. As all 5 of these teams tell that they are ready to go. As we await the horn here to get underway from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Getting lined up, seen a few false starts already today. So important for all these teams to get off to a clean start.
Absolutely. No doubt about that.
Reminder, Yukon in lane 1, BC in lane 2, Ontario lane 3, Quebec in lane 4, and PEI on the outside in lane 5.
Now this is the problem here with the current, is that you're trying to get so close to the buoys, but then whenever you go to get ready for the race and you have to set your paddles up, it can push you back, and some teams can get a better start compared to others because of that factor right there.
2-person kayak. Right out front early on, BC trying to take the early lead. Ontario going neck and neck, and they're going to try to pull ahead. They do in the middle. Ontario taking the early lead. BC trying to catch up on the left side. A great shot of BC in lane 2. Ontario looking to pull ahead again.
Yeah, look at Ontario here, Robbie. Still trying to pull ahead. BC up the inside.
Lane 3 coming in. Ontario picking up steam midway through as they zone in midway through. Trying to make a break for it on the inside is Yukon as well. And there's a look at Quebec on lane 4. It's going to be a dash for the finish. It looks like it's all Ontario in lane 3. A great performance by them. Speed out of the gate and never let up the whole way through, Luke.
No, absolutely not, Robbie. Just a great job there by Team Ontario. Able to put the pedal down and take this one all the way home as they will capture that heat win in the men's K2 200 meter. As we will get set here for our next race, heat 1 of the women's K4 200 meter. That's scheduled for 9:10 local time, so we will step away. When we come back, more action from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador at the 2025 Canada Summer Games. It's been a treat so far. Don't go anywhere.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
I am yellow today. I shine my light out like the sun. I am blue today. Calm as glass and cool like the sea.
time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe two, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Is it about a place that stays with you long after you leave? Truth is, it's never what at all.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.